I explained in my previous video that legendary investor Jim Rogers says that one of the keys to successful investing basically is buying things when they're out of favor. When you can go over, find these little unfavorable things in the corner. It's like picking up little pieces of gold and silver in the corner. If you think that there's positive potential in the future, positive catalyst in the future, I have just one of those companies that recently I've increased my position size in. I'm going to share it with you today. They're out of favor. Nobody knows about them, but Sprott Asset Management apparently knows about them. Come on, I'll explain more. Thank you for joining me today in the basement. I'm glad you're here, and this is one of the hardest things to do as an investor, to be a contrarian, to go against the herd, to do what Jim Rogers talked about, right? To buy the things that are out of favor that you believe as you look into your crystal ball, because you know you're looking at my crystal ball right now, but as you look into your crystal ball, you believe there could be some positive changes, positive catalyst, little fancier word, regarding that company in the future. I have a company that I've recently made a rather significant increase in my position size, Treasury Metals. I think in Canada, the symbol is TML. In America, it's TSRMF. Treasury Metals. What do I like about this company? Why do I think that the future is bright for Treasury Metals? I have a list of factors. I'm going to share that with you on the screen here in a few minutes. But on a kind of macro level for this company in particular, they're near a 52-week low. The sentiment for junior developers is still in the basement, right? Like nobody cares. This company traded 12,000 shares on Friday. 12,000 shares at 50 cents each. That means only $6,000 worth of this company traded hands, okay? Nobody else is looking at them except me, right? Hey, that's when I like to buy things, when nobody else cares, because I believe that the potential in the future is that a lot more people will recognize the value in the company and that the share price could be significantly higher. Don't make any investment decisions based upon what I'm about to share with you. This is just my opinion. I like to share my opinions with you, get feedback from you, so you can leave comments or questions in the section below. Okay, but hey, let's dive right in. Why do I like this company, besides the fact that nobody else cares about them right now? Well, let me just start with this. Sprott Asset Management cares about them. They just signed a $20 million streaming deal with them, where Treasury Metals is going to get $20 million. You can read all the details, but my understanding from listening to the CFO about how this was structured, I think it was a very smartly structured, strategically structured royalty agreement that's going to give them the money they need. Treasury Metals, they're a developer. They have one mine up in Canada, which is a good jurisdiction. But this $20 million is going to give them the money they need to get through to like a construction decision for their project in Canada. Okay, so Sprott likes them, right? Now, Sprott likes a lot of gold mining companies. I've said that before. But they did some research. They dug into what's going on at Treasury, and apparently they liked what they saw. Certainly, at minimum, a good thing, right? Could by some people think that's a great thing, but nonetheless, Sprott liked what they saw at Treasury Metals. Management. Okay, I have to be honest. I'm a little enamored. I don't know. I really like the CEO of this company. I have from the very beginning. He's been in the job for a little over a year. Strikes me, I put him in the same category as Jorge Ganoza at one of my other favorite companies, Fortuna Silver. Jeremy at Treasury Metals just strikes me as a very straight shooting, under promise, over deliver type guy, right? The opposite of some of these other mining sector CEOs that are, flashy, promise, promise, promise. He's just kind of a straightforward, straight shooting guy. I think my perception, based upon what I've seen with the company, is he's an under promise, over deliver type person. I really like their CFO. I've listened to several interviews with him. Again, put him in the same category. They have a HR director, and a lot of these people had worked together at a previous company where they built a mine, but they have a great HR director, great philosophy on building the mine, building the business. And then Mara, I think her name's Mara Cobb, the woman who heads up exploration at the company, very impressed with her as well. So I like the management. That's a big box. That's a big check, in my opinion. Unless they're fooling me, I think they are very high quality, very respectable people that are going to do well by the shareholders. Next thing, let's look at the balance sheet of this company. And one of my favorite things to look at financially, their balance sheet. Okay. Their net tangible assets, which are the assets of the company, Treasury Metals assets, and they have like almost no debt. Okay. Their asset value is almost twice the market cap of the company. I love that. That means for every dollar you put in to Treasury Metals, you're getting almost $2 in book value of assets with no debt. Okay. So it's like changing 50 cents in for $1. Now, that's not an exact science, but, depending on what the market value is of those assets, that's we're looking at book value. But nonetheless, you can't argue with the fact that the market cap is about half of the actual net tangible assets of the company. That's, like a company like Apple, by the way, their market cap is like multiple 80 times more than the net tangible assets of the company. No debt. They're going to be 100,000 ounce a year producer. That's what the mine is, kind of planned out to be doing. That can definitely grow. Okay. They have 1 million ounces in reserves right now. They are doing extensive exploration. They have been for the last year, kind of defining and now expanding their resource. Their mining plan is to be of hub and spoke, meaning they'll have a main hub where they do a lot of the processing, but then different, within a closely defined region, they'll have different spokes going out that will be feeding ore to the mill, which will be obviously at the hub. Silver, it's something I kind of forgot about, but I believe, unless I have this wrong, they are now assaying all their samples they're bringing up for silver. They hadn't really incorporated silver into their mine plan, so that's another bonus. The other thing is they are, I believe, coming out with a new resource update here anytime, probably in the next, month or 2 months. Things have been delayed because of, these laboratories are taking forever to get things done. There are some facilities on site that they can reuse. I think there was like a tree farm or something there at one point. The location's in Canada. It's by great infrastructure. The location's in Canada. I want to repeat that because, man, jurisdictional risk has been real. This is not Mexico. This is Canada that they're located in. Yep. And then finally, did I say already? Great management. That was the top of my list and the bottom of my list. I think the company has great potential going forward. I know, because I've been following them for over a year now, that no one is talking about this company. Nobody's talking about a lot of the junior developers. They're not alone in that regard. But I think in particular, especially given that they have come out recently with some pretty good drill results from the analysis that I've read, nobody's talking about these guys. And, there's a lot of pieces in place that could create a situation where there's a confluence of positive factors for this company that the stock price could do very well. Now, we all know the three biggies, right? If the gold price continues to hold up where it is, $1,935 per ounce, that's good for this company. If they are able to continue the process of getting this mine built, which I am very confident they will, that will be good for the company. And if sentiment just improves, even it's improved a little bit, but improves a little bit more, like on the sentiment indicator for junior developers, I'd say we're from 0 to 10, we're maybe at like a 1.5 or a 2. And I think Treasury's been particularly punished. I mean, if sentiment gets up to like, let's say 3 or 4 or 5 for junior developers, that could be great for the company as well. Hey, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you being here. You're always welcome in Ron's Basement. Like I said, do your own due diligence. I just like to share my ideas on companies and get feedback from you. So if you'd like to subscribe, you can do that right here. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.